Okay, I guess I'm live now. The last video I did, I shared some information that I received. Basically a statement, or the state of Michigan, the Department of Environmental Quality State of Michigan is the plaintiff, the Village of Sterling, the defendant. I have that here, it's 22 pages. And basically what happened, the village was taken to court and found discrepancies basically, and it was a consent judgment. Quickly, I won't go through these 22 pages, but what a consent judgment basically is as long as the village follows the orders of the Department of Environmental Quality, DEQ, the Water Resource Department, no fines will be enforced. It says right here, the parties agree that settling this action is in the public's interest. They consent to the entry of this consent judgment without further litigation as the most appropriate means of resolving the allegations in the complaint. As evidenced by the signatures below, the parties agree to and shall be bound by the terms and conditions of this consent judgment. So, for the best of the people, today I was down in another city. It was in Frankenmuth, and while in Frankenmuth I received these two forms. I'm not gonna, there's so much I want to say right now, but all I'm gonna say right now is this is for Maria and Bruno, who are our neighbors, who were treated like crap, did everything, hired lawyers, dismissed by judges, and acted like nothing was wrong. You were right. This is what they don't want you to know. This is the Department of Environmental Quality. Dan Wyatt, Director. I'm going to read everything on this. 2 sheets. This is actually what they found. Mr. James Hazeltine, Village President, Village of Sterling, 137 East Main Street, P.O. Box 165, Sterling, Michigan, 48659. This was notice number EN-000191. It's an enforcement notice. It says, Dear Mr. Hazeltine, subject, Village of Sterling Wastewater Stabilization Lagoons, WWSL for abbreviation. 1202 East State Street, Sterling, Michigan, 48659. The Department of Environmental Quality, DEQ, Water Resources Division, WRD, Saginaw Bay District Office has referred this matter to the Water Enforcement Unit requesting escalated enforcement actions for violations of law as set forth herein. The Village of Sterling, Sterling in quotes, parentheses, owns and operates the Village of Sterling's WWSL, located at 1202 East State Street, Sterling, Michigan. Again, WWSL is Wastewater Stabilization Lagoon. Please be advised that Sterling has failed to comply with Part 31, Water Resources Protection of the Natural Resources and Environmental Protection Act, 1994, PA 451, as amended. NREPA, MCL 324, 3101. ETSEQ, period. I'm going to read it just word for word what they mean or abbreviated for. I might not know. It doesn't matter. Part 31. The administrative rules and if I mispronounce some of these words, you know, I just want to get the information out. Promulgated thereunder and its certificate of coverage, COC number MIG 590082, issued December 17, 2008, pursuant to the National Pollutant Discharge Elimination System, NPDES, General Permit Number MIG 58900, issued August 27, 2008, expiring April 1, 2014. Sterling was previously notified by the WRD, Water Resource Division, of these allegations in compliance communications dated July 22, 2010. violation notice, VN-004-936, issued July 1st, 2011. Second violation notice, SVN-00401, issued February 27th, 2012. And compliance communication dated November 13, 2012. WRD staff conducted a compliance inspection of Sterling's WWSL on July 7, 2010, and noted significant bubbling in both lagoon cells and several severely damaged liner. During this inspection, a representative from Sterling explained to the WRD staff that Sterling intended to immediately repair or replace the liner and was engaged in the contractor bidding process. Subsequent inspections by WRD staff have also noted that unauthorized discharge of partially treated wastewater from the WWSL dike to Sterling Creek. Sterling Creek, I have yet, and we've tried for the past 3 hours to confirm. We can't pull up anything saying Sterling Creek. There is another line that does connect with water flowing along the wastewater. However, that also flows across Maria and Bruno's property. Both creeks flow through their property and then on to everybody else. Anyway, Sterling Creek. Upon WRD determination, Sterling had an unauthorized discharge of approximately 1 million gallons of partially treated wastewater each year from 2010 to date to waters of the state. I'm not going to even explain, I'm just going to keep reading. I don't need to explain this. That's their problem. Please be advised that this discharge of partially treated wastewater into groundwater or surface water may become injurious to waters of the state as prohibited by Section 3109 in parentheses 1 of Part 31, which states, a person shall not directly or indirectly discharge into waters of the state a substance that is or may become injurious to any of the following: to the public health, safety, or welfare. I really don't need to go any further, to be honest, as far as that, but I will. I'm going to read it word for word. Number 2. To the domestic, commercial, industrial, agricultural, recreational, or other uses being made or may be made of such waters. 3. To the value or utility of riparian lands. 4. To livestock, wild animals, bird, fish, aquatic life, or plants, or to their growth, propagation. 5. To the value of fish and game. The violations identified herein, as well as any additional violations discovered thereafter, must be formally resolved through entry of a legal enforcement document between Sterling and the DEQ to ensure Sterling makes the necessary repairs to the WWSL and ceases the unlawful discharge of partially treated water from Sterling's WWSL to waters of the state and private properties. I'd like to add, I can't. The DEQ reserves its right to take all necessary and appropriate enforcement actions for all violations of Part 31 that have occurred to date and any violations of Part 31 that may occur in the future. These actions may include, but are not limited to, seeking civil fines, injunctive relief, natural resources, damages, all costs associated with this enforcement action, including attorney costs and any other relief available to the DEQ. For now, relief to the taxpayers and relief to the people affected also. I added that. Continuing failure to comply with the terms of Part 31 or other requirements set forth in this notice may result in additional fines, penalties, and other actions. Those are lined out in that 22 pages, and I'm telling you what, you don't even want to start adding those things. It's ridiculous. Pursuant to the Section 1511 of the NREPA, Sterling may request a preliminary meeting with DEQ WRD enforcement staff to discuss the issues detailed in the enforcement notice and their potential resolutions. If you would like to participate in such a meeting, please contact Miss Sarah Rodders. I'm just reading, the names are on here, they're getting read. Miss Sarah Ratiers, Enforcement Analyst, Water Enforcement Unit, WRD, at 517. If any of you have a complaint, maybe you can get involved too or be part of this. 517, area code 284-5495, or Ratiers at michigan.gov, ROTTIERSS at michigan.gov. No later than 10 days from your receipt of this notice. I'm sure the numbers and the email still work. State of Michigan, Department of Environmental Quality, Water Resources Division. Date issued March 18, 2014. 2014. Signed, Barry H. Selden, Chief, Enforcement Unit, Water Resource Division. Address for further correspondence, Sarah Ratiers, Enforcement Analyst, Enforcement Unit, Water Resources Division, P.O. Box 30458, Lansing, Michigan, 48909-7958. CC also went to a Mr. Peter Oslund, DEQ, Mr. Brian Rudolph, DEQ, Mr. Thomas McDowell, DEQ, Miss Sarah Ratiers, if I'm pronouncing that right, DEQ. All these people are aware of the situations that's going on here, but keep it at the lagoon. That's all I want on this video right here. Maria did all the work, 3 years, 2014 till current, dismissed by a local judge. By the way, William F. Mays is the one that signed this consentment and dismissed her case. Thanks, and share this one. This isn't made up. This is no story. And every spot on Facebook has a right when personal health is at issue. Sterling Castle. I'm here every year. People visit us. This is my home. Now you know where I'm at. I shaved. You see my face. I don't have a bug on my profile right now. I shave. Yeah. Michael Frente. Just met him a couple weeks ago. He is awesome as far as environment goes. Every man's home is his castle, and he works hard for his money. He shouldn't have to pay for others' mistakes. Thanks.